Jake Paul has accused Eddie Hearn of fixing fights. And Eddie Hearn sues Jake Paul for $100 million for defamation of character. Jake Paul claims that Eddie Hearn has been paying off judges to fix fights. One in a Glenn Feldman in the Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor fight, and the other one in Anthony Joshua Alexander Usyk. He's talking about the mass off-scoring of the judges during these fights. And Eddie Hearn does not take it lightly, and he is suing Jake Paul for it. Now, I can't get in too much or actually say too much about it because that's basically what it is. As far as scorecards go, we know that scorecards can be manipulated, especially when money is behind it. You've seen that with Canelo Alvarez for years. So is it a stretch what Jake Paul is saying? No, it's not. Because Bob Arum has been found to do the exact same thing. Not a if, not a maybe, not a rumor, but known to pay judges to have certain outcomes in a fight. This is the boxing game, and it is way more corrupt than what the average boxing fans could ever fathom. Not that I am accusing Eddie Hearn of doing such a thing. What I am saying is what Jake Paul is saying is nothing new, and it is more common and more well known within inner circles than the average boxing fan thinks. So I would not put it past that being the case. However, this is one thing that's in Eddie's favor about suing somebody and taking them to court. He's basically asking Jake Paul to prove through the court of law that what he says is true. I've talked to you guys a lot of times about cheating in boxing and why cheating is never really revealed and why cheating is never really punished. You can see people like Big Baby Miller. There's been fighters that had loaded gloves with plaster, with plaster in it, and yet they only get like a year suspension when that should be like a lifetime ban. A lot of people should be banned for a lifetime in boxing, but it doesn't happen. Okay? Boxing is the most corrupt sport on the face of the earth. No doubt. So these accusations and what he's saying, it's rare that somebody comes out and actually says that publicly. And I think Eddie Hearn could be so confident into doing so because truthfully, if you think you're going to be one of those people who's going to uncover injustice inside boxing, you will not be able to do no business inside of boxing because boxing has more cheating going on than a little bit, okay? And they don't want no domino effect. This is why nothing ever comes of certain things. This is why boxing, the boxing industry and the commission, they never catch shit. It's got to be the coaches. It's got to be the fathers of the fighters. It's got to be somebody from their team to do that. This is something that Floyd Mayweather was well aware of. This is one of the reasons they dislike Floyd so much because they couldn't cheat him. Floyd was up on all this. His uncles was up on all this. They know about the gloves. They know about the whole nine. Floyd was very aware of what goes on in boxing. He was very aware of it. That's why he issued in VADA, and this, that, and the third. Because prior till then, nobody was really on drug testing like that until Mayweather put it on the forefront. And that's the truth. That's the honest truth. And we all know that they'll overlook certain fighters because of revenue. So with Jake Paul saying it's nothing new, it's rare that somebody actually comes out and speaks about it, And once again, he may say what he say about Eddie Hearn, but also just like the Fury scandals and Shane Mosley and all these other people, nothing will really come of it, especially if you call yourself being a moneymaker. And like I said, Bob Arum has done the exact same thing. But we never talk about that. A lot of people don't know that, to be honest with you. But the game of boxing is corrupt. Not accusing Eddie, not saying he's right, not saying anything. I'm saying what Jake Paul is talking about is very commonly well known for those that know. Okay? Now, given the subject, I'm going to put a link in the description box and in the comment section, because this video it goes along with the subject that we're talking about today, and it comes from Boxing Matrix. I suggest everybody watch it. Number one, it's a good video. It's a good channel, and the video is relevant to a situation like this. So go ahead and take a look at it and tell me what you think. Maybe we can chop it up. Tell me what you think about Eddie Hearn's accusation. And also, I also want to keep this in mind. I was always against YouTube boxing. So if it come back to bite people in the ass who helped usher this in, I'm not necessarily upset about that, because I never wanted it in the first place. That's just my personal add-on, So look into it. Tell me what you think. Watch the video below. Comment, like, subscribe. Bruce Van, I'm out.